Hey guys, Jason here with a word to the wise. I just want to touch on something here real quick. So last night was the eclipse, the lunar eclipse, blood moon. The next longest blood moon's not for like another 500 years or so. So it'd be interesting to see, and get a perspective, especially from our space agency, our research space agency, NASA, of course, I'm speaking of. And you could take maybe a camera and you could film such an event. Maybe even take a photograph while you're passing by at 18,000 miles per hour. And if it takes 90 minutes to rotate around the Earth, they get about 16 rotations a day around the Earth, they say. So maybe you would have about 45 minutes to cover that 180-degree spectrum before you start getting a little earthly interference, and you could film it as you're going around. And you probably, since it was about 3.5 hours, you probably get about 90 minutes a rotation, so 45 minutes plus 2 or times 2, yeah, so about 90 minutes. You could have got about an hour and a half of footage on this blood moon as it was occurring. Maybe even set up like a tracking camera so you don't have to actually have somebody hold a camera at the window, or maybe set something up outside. But you know what? They don't do that. They've never been able to film an eclipse as the shadow is crossing across the Earth, which really makes you wonder, well, what is so important that they're doing up there that they don't have time to even take a photograph that they could then share with the government public school systems, or maybe colleges, where people in astronomy or something of that nature, they could learn more about such an event from space, since we have a space force now, and on and on and on. But now when you really look at it, why wouldn't they take the time to do that? I mean, there's a crew up there. They have, payloads coming and going. So if they actually got footage, they could, literally hand it to somebody that comes to drop off their fuel, food, oxygen tanks. You got to remember, they got to take a lot of oxygen up there because, like a scuba diver has that huge tank on his back, and that only lasts about an hour. So imagine the size of the tanks that you would have to have per person, and also filling the compartments of such a gigantic facility. Wow. Put 2 and 2 together on that one. Yeah. So I can't help but kind of call some BS over NASA. That might upset some people, but that's what always gets me every time I see a comet, or people talk about alien invasions or space, is because nobody can prove it.